region is covered
Buongiorno
by
Italy,
snow,
we're
and
in
a lot of
Italy.
people go snowing.
We just crossed the
Snow
border.
games like skiing and snowboarding and whatever you can imagine. So it's very popular for Europeans in the winter time to go for a ski holiday for 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, so that's of course the people who can afford it, right? But Italy is one of the famous destinations for all the skiers and people who enjoy the mountains in the winter. Okay, so you can see quite busy here. This is real summer traffic. You can expect that all the summer, especially in the time of August. Okay, so yeah, just get back to the story I was telling. So really have to watch out, guys, in the city center. Normally I'm not here to scare you, but it's rather better to be worried than to be late and go through the bad experience. Okay, so normally it's pretty safe, but this is something that can happen to anyone if not careful. So this only thing is you have to remember you are not at home, you are visiting, and people can see it. When you're taking picture, you're not looking around your surroundings. So always just take a look around. Don't put your back down anywhere because it's gonna walk away and it grow legs very fast. So other than that, okay, so a couple of things. When we reach to the city center of Milan, we're going to arrive to the Duomo Milano, the Cathedral of Milan. This is the epicenter of the whole city. Okay, so this is where you have the most historic monuments and buildings, like the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. Vittorio Emanuele II is a very famous figure in the history of the Kingdom of Italy. So the Kingdom of Italy is the first unified nation as a kingdom, okay, becoming a kingdom, and later on, as today we call it Italy, but he was the first king of Italy, okay? And so we can find his statue in many of the places we visit, such as city of Milan. In the middle of the square you will see his statue on the horse. So he's a emblem, figure, symbol of unity for the Italian people. And also you have the in the city of Venice you will see him on the horse again, and then also we're going to see him in Rome. So you will remember Vittorio Emanuele II, first king of Italy. Okay, so very historical figure. So when we get to the square where you have the church, you would ask, can we enter? Would you like to enter? Yes, maybe you do, but I would also recommend for you to consider not entering, because if it's very busy and there is a huge line, you might be wasting all your free time lining up so you can see this church. Outside is as beautiful as inside, trust me. And we get to see the most beautiful church for sure when we get to the Vatican. So that is the most important church you want to see, inside and outside. But for those who are very bent on, oh, I really want to go inside and have a look, well, there is a chance you can enter, no problem, but you have to wait in a line to get inside. I'm not sure how busy it is because I haven't been for a while, but when we get there I will tell you if it's fast or not. Also using restrooms. Normally there is public restrooms working at next to the entrance of the museum. Normally it's a pay restroom. You have to pay like €1. If you really need to go there, you can use it, but I always recommend for you to go first for your lunch. If you go for your lunch, then you have the free toilet. Okay, you save €1, you can buy a bottle here. Okay, so once we arrive, I will give you a couple of directions and what to do, where to go in order. Okay, I want to go and see some shops. It's right there. If you want to see the like the high-end stuff, it's there. If you want to go and just get some cheap stuff, it's there. But also consider, guys, we have just so much time to spend, so make your list of priorities when we get there. So, I really want to have a nice lunch and relax and just take a couple of photos, then I will do that. if I want to go to enter the cathedral and just grab something quick to eat, okay, I will do that. But don't think that you can do all in one, okay? Because I want to make sure that you enjoy it, not just rushing through the experience. But since we have a very limited time, depending on our arrival, I have to warn you that you might want to consider choosing this or that. Don't try to do it all, okay? So then you have a really good time in Milan. Also, what to eat? Eat something of a local food, okay? So here in Milan, very famous food, the golden risotto. Golden risotto. Risotto is made with rice, Italian rice. It's kind of like a sticky rice, but it's not really sticky. Okay, so it's kind of like in between sticky and liquidy, you know. But the rice itself, it's firm, but the sauce makes it like a gooey, you know. Risotto is a very Italian stuff food, and here the golden risotto have a yellow color, saffron. Okay, normally they have seafood in it or fish or you know, something like that. But you can choose also other options. So we got to the part now to talk about food. Okay, so food is the staple of the Italian life. Very important. Their morning breakfast, normally they just take a espresso and a croissant, and that's it. They call it brioche. Brioche. Normally they have chocolate filling, but then again, we're not talking about that now because we have to go for the lunch. So lunch in Venice, we already have the lunch done. So I would recommend you try something of here. You can try maybe the prosciutto e melone. Prosciutto e melone is prosciutto ham, local ham, with melon. It's not watermelon, it's cantaloupe. Okay, that's something unique. I definitely recommend trying. Good taste. It's for the starter, appetizer, and then for the main course. Normally they have for starter is a spaghetti type of food, but since we have already 2 spaghettis this week, you might want to go for something else like a salad, or try local, you know, like a minestrone soup. It is also good, or a tomato soup, depending on what you like. Okay, very good food around the square, but I always recommend don't take the food from the square, go outside. So the main square have a couple of restaurants, but a little bit overpriced and very busy. So I would not recommend going for the first place you see. Try to go one street behind, and then you find something. Also, there is a famous Jollibee in Milan. Jollibee, you know, right? Of course you do. Yeah, so there is, because there is a very large portion of people from the Philippines who live in Milan. Probably you heard. Yeah, so maybe you have some relatives or friends here. Most people do. Yeah, so there is a lot of different restaurants as well. If you're not really into Italian food today, you can find Chinese food and other type of food. McDonald's is always there for you on the main square, but possibly don't want to waste your money on that garbage food.